excitement abound here at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
64,
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime.
And that is caught. He's got it for a... Giant touchdown. Jakeem Grant with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Next is score, Giants 7, Eagles 0. Aldrich Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it. So much. You work on it so hard, but it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Least by two. Man 5-7.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Kareem Martin gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Wentz going to throw. He's going to let this go deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. An even 90 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down now. Barkley, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And Ingram hauls it in. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. X3. 218. Chop. Yes, yes. Hey, exit. 5.
From the 41, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the eye.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Watch that. Tight dog.
Now they toss that wide to Sanders. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Check.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Six down, man, 5-4.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
We won! Go!
51's the Mike! 51's the Mike! Let's get the ball! 51's Mike! Mike's 51!
Hey, tight! Here. Listen!
Shotgun now for Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken an early lead against the Dolphins. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Jones looking for Shepard deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 83 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This will be taken in at the 1. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Back. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And an alley to run. And able able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
From the 16, Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returnable for Grant. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Shift. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And down he goes. goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards.
Hey, Phil. Hey, Ford Tokyo. Topper.
Mike 51. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Shit. Kill. Under 10. 10.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
81.
57's Mike 57. Hey, keep it up.
Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Touchdown, Eagles.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. A second quarter score from KC. The Broncos, they've taken an early lead against the Chiefs. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
Concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Giants 21, Eagles 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 14-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Kill.
Switch. Out.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, wahoo!
57's right. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Patch it.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, it's Wentz. Going for the deep ball. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Hey, Zoo. You got 3 down. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. I got it. 51 to Mike. 50.
From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 4 receivers now in the formation, 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Done. 120. 82.
They're running it.
40. Hey, Foxtrot.
Check, 47. Rabbit. Kill.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, they're scared. Ringer, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Check.
Working from the gun, Wentz. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Jones now. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Kill. Outside, solid. Here we go.
To throw, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. 53. Watch the screen.
Jones on first down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
60 Pittsburgh. We got it. Hey.
Stay on.
Sam off. Lee Griffin.
Back to throw. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First down for Philly. Wentz on target to Hollins. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point safely through. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They go play action here on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Jakeem Grant. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Hey, Rick 5-2, come here.
Wentz now to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine. Threw on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
51's the mic, boy. 51. Drop deep, drop deep. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Come.
Let's bring it. 51's Mike. Mike's 51. You can't block me. You can't.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here comes Grant on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Jones throwing complete here to Tate. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Check 52. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It's caught by Jackson. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Man.
Twins. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Katz. That's caught by Jackson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Here we go, here we go. Mike 51, Mike 51.
And watch the delay.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
Pull it high. Smooth. Hey.
He's mine, he's mine, he's mine. Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Be careful.
From the gun, Katz. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the run, watch the run. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Bound to lose one. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. You can't block me.
Recon, 132 fighter.
You can't block me. Switch.
Going big, going big. Everybody go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going